Your daughter will never speak. Those words haunted the millionaire's soul for years. But in a quiet park, before a crowd of strangers, a man he never expected shattered that prophecy. And when his mute daughter finally opened her mouth for the very first time, the world stopped breathing. The park was alive with sound. Laughter bubbled from children on swings, dogs barked playfully in the distance, and the summer breeze carried the music of life. Yet beside the millionaire sat silence. His little girl, no more than 8 years old, gazed at the playground with wide eyes. Her lips never formed words, never joined the symphony around her. She had been mute since birth. The doctors called it permanent. The therapist told him to accept it. But for a father who could buy anything, private jets, skyscrapers, oceanside mansions, acceptance was a prison he refused to enter. Still, money had failed him. He had poured his fortune into clinics, experts, and miracle workers. But no matter how much he spent, his daughter's voice never came. And so, every day in public, he carried both pride and shame, pride in his wealth, shame in his helplessness. That afternoon, as he pushed her wheelchair to a shaded spot, the sting of envy pierced him. Other children called out, "Mom, Dad, look at me." But his daughter's silence screamed louder than their laughter. And then, everything shifted. A man walked into the park. He was not dressed like the others. No expensive watch, no tailored suit. His shirt was plain, his shoes worn, his presence humble yet unshakable. A black man with strong hands and eyes that carried the weight of battles no one else could see. He pushed his own son on the swing, his face softening with each laugh. Millionaire barely noticed him until his daughter did. Her gaze locked on the stranger. Her small fingers twitched, reaching forward as if drawn to him. The father tensed. Strangers often stared at his daughter with pity, sometimes even cruelty. He braced himself, but this man did not stare. He approached, slowly, lowering himself to the girl's eye level. And for the first time in her life, someone looked at her not as broken, but as whole. "May I?" he asked gently, extending his hand. The father hesitated. His instinct was to say no, to protect her, to guard her from more disappointment. But something in the man's eyes, steady, compassionate, unshaken, made him nod. The man knelt on the grass and took the girl's hand. His palm was rough, the texture of a life lived with labor and struggle. He closed his eyes and began to hum. It was not a song of fame, not a tune from any stage. It was older, ancient even. A melody carried through generations, born in pain, but rising in hope. It rose and fell like waves, wrapping around the silence like a blanket. The girl's chest lifted. Her eyes widened. For the first time, her lips parted not in frustration, but in response. A small sound escaped her. Broken. Trembling, fragile, but it was sound. The millionaire froze. His body shook. Years of waiting, years of longing, years of being told never, and here, before his eyes, his daughter made her first wordless cry, but she did not stop. Her voice, weak but growing, tried to match the man's hum. She mimicked the melody, a raw echo of his soul. Her sound wove into his two voices one season, one newborn rising together in a harmony that silenced the entire park. Parents turned. Children stopped playing. Joggers paused mid-stride. The world held its breath. The father's eyes flooded with tears he had never let fall. He dropped to his knees, clutching her shoulders, whispering her name over and over as though it might awaken more words. The man's humming softened. He looked at the millionaire, his expression calm yet piercing. "Sometimes," he said softly, "a voice doesn't come from the mouth first. It comes from the soul. You must listen to the soul before the sound can follow." The words cut deeper than any doctor's verdict, deeper than any therapist's chart. The crowd, still silent, began to applaud, not aloud, showy applause, but a gentle one, filled with reverence. Some wiped tears, others bowed their heads. They had not witnessed wealth. They had not witnessed science. They had witnessed humanity. The millionaire rose, trembling. His voice cracked as he spoke. All the money in the world could not buy what you just gave my daughter. You have given her a voice and you have given me hope. The man only shook his head. She always had it. You just had to hear it. The little girl laughed, then her laugh rough, imperfect, but real. It rang through the park like sunlight breaking through clouds, and in that moment, the millionaire realized something his fortune had blinded him to. True wealth is not measured in money, but in the miracles born of love, humility, and human connection. Sometimes, the greatest treasures are not bought, they are awakened. This story is a reminder that even silence can hold power and that love can unlock the impossible. Asterisk, where are you watching from? Comment below. Subscribe for more powerful stories that reveal the strength of humanity.